she said to me, Rita, they call us black, but we're not the same. There are so many divisions and subdivisions in the black community. You know, one skin tone is not one country. Thousands of differences, of cultures, of languages, of perceptions in that term, Black lives. Because if you pay attention, right now, Black lives are not united. I just posted actually a video. I'm talking a lot lately. I know. You probably are like, Rita, we're done. Guys, there's so much to say. And I don't know if it brings you value. I hope it does. Because I get so much value from people, you know, talking here on social media. Love sharing posts. There's some amazing people right here talking and just bringing so much value. You know, in this time when we're talking about Black lives, I think we should really listen to all Black lives, because this is something that my friend told me back a long time ago in New York. She said to me, Rita, they call us black, but we're not the same. So there are so many divisions and subdivisions in the black community. You know, one skin tone is not one country. You know, we should know this, shouldn't we? You know, it's like when you go to Europe, you think like European is a nationality. I've had so many discussions with friends who are from different countries, from Africa, from Haiti, from Dominican Republic, you know, so many, and each story is so different. And I'm lucky, I have to say, like truly, I'm so lucky that I know so many beautiful, powerful, radiant lives that today we call black. But remember, it's a skin tone. You cannot know the culture from a skin tone. You cannot. When we talk about Black lives, let's be very clear that there's thousands of, how do you call it? Nuance, thousands of differences, of cultures, of languages, of perceptions in that term, Black lives. And if that's a fact, which it is, look at all people who are white. We're not the same. So many different cultures. If that's the fact, then please, can we listen to all Black lives? Can we listen to all of perspectives? Because if you pay attention, right now, Black lives are not united. There is not one voice, there's many. One story that's very dear to my heart, and one day I'll be able to talk more about it. I met this incredible man. He's actually the father of a dear friend, and I call him an angel because I really do believe that he's an angel on this earth. And his story, he kind of shared his story with me. That was 5 years ago in New York. That was the first time that I heard a different dialogue from someone who is black. So he's originally from Haiti, and he talked to me about the war, about how they fled. He was a boy. I mean, there's so many stories like this, and you know, hearing it from the people, that's history. And that's maybe the beginning of understanding Black lives and the Black experience on this earth. But again, specifically this one is Haitian, and I remember him telling me something that shocked me. me, the little European girl in New York. He told me that if he spoke about his opinion, he would get shot by people who are black. I'm not going to tell his story today, but I have been thinking about him so much this past few weeks. And I remember thinking this is impossible. Like I told you, he's one of the sweetest men you'll ever meet. A heart just... There's not a lot of human beings like this on this earth. He just happens to be black. And he also just happens to not have the same narrative as most blacks in America. Things are changing, of course. That was 5 years ago. And his voice is not heard, could not be heard, was dangerous for him, for his life, for his voice to be heard. And I really wonder why. Because if we are for black lives again, then can we please listen to all of the voices of black lives? Remember, just because there's this movement and just because a lot of us are in support of black lives, that does not mean that we understand everything, and certainly does not mean that we have reached and we have heard every voice that is black. Remember, black is not a nationality. It's not. There is a lot of things we don't understand, and if we don't heal the differences within the black community itself, we won't be able to solve it. Not by protesting, not even by putting a black square in your social media.
So first of all, I want to say this, and I want it to be very clear. If you don't like Candace Owens, then you have a problem with me. It's that simple. It's that simple.
Rejecting Black Lives Matter as a movement isn't rejecting the quality and care for Black lives. It's rejecting the way they're going about doing what they're doing.
Friends, this that we're all witnessing right now, riots in streets in cities all across the country, has nothing whatsoever to do with George Floyd.
You don't remember that? You remember in 1993 when the World Health Organization sent over a tetanus abortion vaccine where they found anti-pregnancy chemicals inside of the tetanus vaccine? And all the way up in 2014, the Catholic Church in Nairobi, Kenya found out that you were sending vaccines in to actually prevent the women from having children. And that was sponsored by the Bill Gates administration. And they had sterilized over 500,000 women in Nairobi, Kenya, to where they can no longer have children. Did you forget about that?
My point was that black kids in Chicago get killed every single day. Where is the Black Lives Matter in Chicago?
It's all BS. It's all BS, and that's why I would never stand with Black Lives Matter, because it's all a lie. It's a lie to simply make black people feel that they're less American than everybody else. Yeah.
It's really been an awakening for me during this quarantine. And I have to share, so I'll keep sharing. Keep sharing your thoughts about it, you know. As long as it's respectful, there's nothing you can tell me that will offend me. Nothing. So just know that it's always meant in love. And